Hello, everyone, and welcome back to That's Liverpool. It is the 29th of March 2026, and the clocks have gone forward, and summertime is here, springtime is here, shall I say. And yeah, unfortunately, not at Anfield and not for Arne Slot. Listen to some statistics: 99 touches, 5 chances created, 3 big chances, 2 goals scored, 2 assists, 4 tackles won, a 10 out of 10 run the show, remind the world of who you are performance. Who am I talking about? Of course, I'm talking about Florian Wirtz, who played a couple of days ago for Germany against Switzerland and put in an absolute belter. Against Switzerland, yeah, I know. We'll get to that. But against Switzerland, in a way that made grown men watching in Liverpool supporters clubs across Merseyside stare at their phones and think that same uncomfortable thought. Why haven't we seen that at Anfield? Why haven't we seen that in the Liverpool shirt? That's what I'm getting into today, because this isn't just about one good game in international football. This is about a £116 million player, 116, 22 years old, arguably the most technically gifted footballer Liverpool signed in a generation. And the very real possibility, should I say, that we are watching him in front of our eyes being wasted. Let's set the scene, because if you didn't watch Germany against Switzerland, you need to understand what really happened. Florian Wirtz was given freedom. Not a position, not a system, not a formation, freedom. He played 3 different roles in the first half alone, drifting to the right, cutting central, operating from the left. He was, to use the word that keeps coming up when you watch him at his best, unlocked. His first goal, unbelievable, an absolute banger. Not a tap-in, not a lucky deflection, absolutely amazing. The kind of finish that makes a goalkeeper feel like he was never involved in the game. His first assist for Florian, a first-time whipped cross with the kind of precision that you can't teach, you can't coach. You either have that feel for the ball or you don't. Wirtz has it. His second assist, a disguised through ball to Gnabry that split a defence open like it wasn't even there. Weight, timing, vision, all of it perfect. And here's the thing. This is what's so uncomfortable to sit with as a Liverpool fan and supporter. Bayern Munich wanted this player. Real Madrid was sniffing. Every elite club in Europe who knew who Florian Wirtz was. Liverpool, we got him. And somehow he's in the Premier League in the 2025-2026 season, we're regularly asking, where is he? Here's what I think is going on. And it's not as simple as saying he's just had a bad season. Watch Wirtz for Germany and watch Wirtz for Liverpool. Arne Slot, are you watching? Are you listening? You are seeing 2 versions of the same player. For Germany, he walks onto that pitch with his chest already puffed out. He's been their talisman. He's proven in that shirt over and over again. Bundesliga, Champions League, the Euros, the national team crowd doesn't need convincing. They already believe in him. So he plays like someone who belongs. At Liverpool, every single week, there is a question. There are question marks, a narrative. Where was Wirtz today? What's his best position? Why isn't he affecting games anymore? The media is watching. The fans are watching. And look, they're not wrong to ask those questions. We did spend, after all, 116 million. But that noise gets into a young man's head. It's getting into the player's head. He's still settling. He's still trying to prove himself to a fan base that mostly hadn't seen him play before he arrived in England. Still adapting to a league that's more physical, more structured, more relentlessly low block than anything he's faced at Leverkusen. Set piece Arsenal are proof of that. And here's the brutal truth about the Premier League season. It's absolutely swallowed attacking players. It's been awful. It's been boring. This isn't just a Wirtz problem. The league has become so defensively disciplined, so physically intense, that even the very best creative players are struggling for space and moments. For Germany, he gets space, he gets trust, he gets Nagelsmann, who clearly understands exactly how to use him. and even had the audacity to tweet before the game, essentially saying to Arne Slot and Liverpool, watch him, watch this game, and you'll understand what Liverpool are missing. Fans, he was right. This is embarrassing. I'm not here to bury Arne Slot. I've made no secret of the fact I think he's incompetent, out of his depth, not able for the job. He needs to go. He's had a difficult season. The squad has been disrupted. Injuries have been relentless, and the broader situation of the club, contract chaos, departures, transfer strategy questions, none of those landed on his desk. And obviously, the tragic loss of Diogo. But when you look at that Wirtz performance for Germany, and then you look at how Liverpool have used him this season, you have to ask the question honestly. Does Arne Slot know how to get the best out of Florian Wirtz? Does Arne Slot need to know how to get the best out of his players? Even Gakpo has faded. Van Dijk has faded. What's going on? Does Arne Slot know his players? I don't think so. In fact, I'd go so far as to say Arne Slot is lazy. Too lazy to get to know his players. Wirtz, at his best, is a number 10, a player who operates between the lines, who needs freedom to roam, who creates form wherever he finds space. At Leverkusen, he was under Xabi Alonso. The team was essentially built to give him that license. At Liverpool, he is being asked to fit into a system. Systems are fine, but systems that constrain your most expensive, most gifted player might need to bend, have a little wiggle room, just slightly, to accommodate the huge gift that he offers. Liverpool conceded too many goals early this season. Slot tightened things up defensively, which was the right call. But we're drawing, not winning. Results have improved, but we're not winning. The cost has been the attacking freedom that defined Liverpool's best moments early in the campaign got compressed, and players like Wirtz, creative, instinctive, moment-spaced and movement-spaced, got compressed with it. His last games for Liverpool have been better than his first. People who just look at goals and assists miss that point. He was influencing more games, touching the ball in more dangerous areas and growing into the league. Then he got injured. Then he went to Germany. And then the world and Liverpool fans remembered. Here's the thing I keep coming back to. Liverpool spent roughly £450 million last summer. 116 million on Wirtz, over 100 million on Isak, 70 million on Ekitike, Frimpong. It was a kind of summer that didn't look like your usual Liverpool. This is not a criticism of the players. They are elite footballers, gifted, talented, hungry. But Liverpool's success of the last decade was built on something very specific. Surgical, strategic, the Michael Edwards era, data-driven, disciplined, never paying over the odds, never buying for the sake of buying. Equally though, Jurgen and Michael Edwards never got on, which is why Michael Edwards left. When they did spend big, it was surgical. Van Dijk, revolutionary. Alisson, transformative. Salah, generational. Each signing had a clear role though, a clear fit, a clear reason. This summer felt different. And when you look at the season that's followed, it's hard to argue that this fit has been seamless. Far from it. Does Wirtz fit what Slot wants to play? Does Isak fit what the Liverpool system demands? These are questions that the old Liverpool would have answered exhaustively before spending the money, not afterwards. But, and this is important, he's only 22. Read that again, 22. When Xabi Alonso, please come, was transforming Leverkusen, he knew Wirtz inside and out. He knew his movements before he made them. That kind of relationship takes time to build. There is a version of next season where Liverpool get their defensive structure right from the start, where Wirtz comes back fit, confident, and with that Germany performance fresh in his legs and his mind. Who knows what could happen? Where whoever is managing this club, whether it's Slot, I hope not. Or someone else. And yes, maybe Xabi Alonso. Those people can give him that freedom that Nagelsmann gave him yesterday. And I'll tell you something, as a Liverpool fan, that possibility excites me. It gets the hairs on the back of my neck standing up. Because what we saw yesterday against Switzerland, the movement, the finishing, the creativity, the sheer footballing intelligence, that is in there. That's in him. That's what Liverpool paid for. The question is, can we unlock it? Germany just reminded us who Florian Wirtz is. The challenge for Liverpool Football Club, for the manager, for the club, for whoever shapes next season, is to make sure that Anfield gets to see that player regularly, week in, week out. Because £160 million of world-class footballer is playing at 70% of his best for Liverpool. That is not a luxury we can afford. Not this season, not next season, not any season. He's in there. We saw it yesterday. Now let's see if Liverpool can find a way to bring him out. If you enjoy this video, please like, share, subscribe and comment. What do you think? Can we get Wirtz to be the player we hope for next season? And what do Liverpool need to do to make sure that that change happens next season? Again, comment, like, share, subscribe. It supports the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.